What is good, everyone? My name is Gastly and welcome to another 6v6. Today's battle is against Luke. Now, I have actually used this team in the past before for a video, but I refuse to use it because it took forever. My team is awesome. I feature this awesome I feature this awesome Houndoom that not many people have seen, but it is super stally, so I don't like it. But I'm going to increase the speed of this battle by around 150%. So it's going to go a little bit quicker, and let's see if I can catch up. So I lead off with Fawns, he leads off with Rotom. Looks like an obvious switch. I go for the Stealth Rocks, because I'm like, look, this guy doesn't want to deal with the Queen Fawns, alright? He sends out Fortress. Now at this moment, I am regretting not bringing the Fire Blast or the Flamethrower. Usually I switch that out between Ice Beam, but we both go for Stealth Rocks, and I'm actually going to Dragon Tail him out, because I can't really do anything to him otherwise. So why not just get him out of here? Have someone take some Stealth Rock damage. Send out Banette. Now I actually thought Banette was actually going to switch out because I know Banettes are usually physically offensive, and this is a defensive Nidoqueen. So I'm going to go for the Earth Power, thinking that he's going to switch out, but he just goes straight for the knockoff, knocks off my Black Sludge, which isn't too much of a problem because this Queen Fawn's kind of did her thing. She's kind of done in here, you know. So including almost killing a Banette. So actually, I think she does kill a Banette, yeah, with the Dragon Tail. Just in case he wanted to switch out, I went for the Dragon Tail so I could maybe bring back in Banette into the Stealth Rocks. Now here comes this monster, and this is where things get really interesting. So I'm gonna let Queen Fawns go down because her job is pretty much done. Good job, Queen Fawn. Queen Frage. So I'm going to send in Heliolisk here and go for the Volt Switch because I thought he was going to switch out. So I go for the Volt Switch expecting the switch, and a lot of switches in that last sentence. And I go back and I'm going to switch into Mega Houndoom. Not Houndoom, I go into Shrek. Now Shrek is, can't really do too much against her, but she's going to Dragon Tail me out anyways. I went into Shrek mainly because I was going to go for the Waterfalls. So Houndoom's going to come out, and now everyone thinks this Houndoom is, you know, physically offensive, but this is what the great thing about this Houndoom is, that Houndoom attracts bulky water types. They don't expect it to stay in or anything like that, so they switch in their bulky water types. Now I go for the Toxic though, which is perfect. This is, if I didn't have this Toxic, look how much that Ice Beam did to this did to this Houndoom. Literally nothing. So this Houndoom is especially defensive invested. Plus he has the early bird ability, so he does wake up between 1 or 2 turns. I taunt it because I don't want it to use any recovers. So it's going to scald me, and that actually does quite a bit. But you're going to see here that I don't even care. Lady does not care, because Lady is also faster. So that's a good thing. I think I have mostly HP and special defense, but I did put some speed EVs invested, so I can go for the rest here and go all the way back to full. Now he goes for the Ice Beams thinking that I'm going to switch out, which I think he's expecting me to switch into a Moongus. This Houndoom is pretty awesome, but the bad thing about it is that it does require a lot of team support. If I didn't have a Moongus in the background to take Mach Punches and fighting moves, this guy could not survive. And same with Nidoqueen. I need a Nidoqueen in there to help out with a lot of stuff that threatens him. So he's going to bring back in Fortress, which I thought was really strange. I guess he didn't expect the early bird, because the early bird was definitely a surprise to a lot of people. So I am going to wake up here, and I'm going to go for the Flamethrower, and that's just going to take out Fortress. So pretty much just knocked out Fortress. That's the great thing about this guy. I'm just going to keep saying it. Houndoom, surprise factor, alright? No one expects a especially defensive Houndoom, but he can't fight a Girder, alright? An Eviolite Girder, not gonna happen. But I have an answer for that, and that's Fun Guy over here. Fun Guy is mostly physically defensive. He's gonna take it no problem, and he's gonna switch out into Bella once again. But I go for the Sludge Bomb here because I knew he was gonna switch out, probably expecting the Spore. And I'm like, whatever damage I can get onto this Milotic, which is pretty much the main enemy this entire game, then that's good damage. That's a good turn right there if I can do some damage on this guy. So I go back into my healthy Houndoom, and I do go for, I believe I go straight for the I think I go straight for the Flamethrower, just to do some damage with the poison. Or here's the thing, I should have went for Taunt, because after poison damage here, it's going to take him pretty low, and I thought I could kill him with Flamethrower. And that was a huge mistake and made this battle way longer. As you see, he barely lives. If I just would have went for Taunt there, this would have been over. But I didn't really think about it, and I thought I could take him out with the Flamethrower because I am really dumb, and I don't make the best decisions sometimes. You guys have watched my videos, and you guys know I don't make the best decisions sometimes. By the way, thank you guys for people who have been watching. I actually haven't uploaded in the last like 4 days because I've been so busy with work and the way I had to get a wedding done and some motion graphics done, and it's just been a process. So thank you guys for sticking out and supporting me, and I will be doing double uploads throughout the week to make up for it. So he does switch this in, and I was actually afraid this was a physically offensive physically offensive Gudra, because that was kind of an odd switch to me. So I go for the poison and I miss, and then he shoots some poison at me, and I get poisoned. But I rest here, just fall asleep right in front of Gudra. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine Gudra and Houndoom on a date, and then Houndoom just like falls asleep, and Gudra's like, what the fuck? And he just like spits poison at him. Oh man, Pokemon dating sounds like a really awesome hit reality TV show. So Lady's just going to be asleep here, and Lady's going to wake up and go for another toxic, but of course it does not hit. So at this point I'm like, crap, this is like another poison in a row. After I wake up, I just got rid of it, and now I have it again. This battle was pretty much back and forth between Gudra, Houndoom, and Milotic, and Amoonguss. So Girder's going to come back out, and this is the thing about him, like I said, he cannot take Mach Punches. Mach Punches or fighting moves in general, actually any physical move against this Houndoom is pretty much going to take him out. So I go into Fun Guy, and going to take the, I imagine the Drain Punch. Yeah, I take the Drain Punch, and it's going to do pretty much nothing. But this guy is probably the biggest threat on his team. I know that Milotic and Gudra will eventually go down. So Rotom comes out, and I actually do go for the Spore here. I expected him to actually, I didn't expect him to actually go back out into Milotic like once again. So Rotom's asleep, which is perfect for me. It's awesome. I actually do quite a bit of damage with Sludge Bomb, and I do activate his Citrus Berry, which is also very nice. No one else has to take the risk of getting hit by that. I switch down to Nightlight, expecting the Fire move, which is pretty obvious, like just in case he wakes up. Like, what if he woke up? And he does wake up. So I predicted this like amazingly. So I come into Nightlight, get off I actually avoid the Toxic after missing 2, so good for me. And excuse me, when we go for the Shadow Ball to take out the Rotom. Rotom doesn't stand a chance. I got a little skip there. Some of the video got messed up. Hope you don't mind. Anyway, so Fun Guy comes out again. This is just typical stuff, man. Girder is gonna hit me with his Girder in the face. He's gonna try hitting that Mushroom. The Mushroom isn't even gonna care. Isn't even gonna budge. Like this Mushroom is high on life right now. Alright, doesn't even care about Girder. So I think he's expecting the Spore once again. But I just go for the Sludge Bomb, expecting him to expect the Spore. I know he's gonna recover here, so I go into Swampert, because I just want to go for waterfalls and try to get some flinches off. To be honest, when I first switched into Swampert earlier in the game, I had no idea why I did that. If you're watching this and you're like, why the hell did he do that? You're absolutely correct. I have no idea why I did that. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve here, and Swampert is going to go for the waterfall. It's actually going to do quite a bit of damage, which is good. Milotics are not as physically bulky as they are defensive, so he's gonna go for the Dragon Tail though, knock me out here. He's like, look, I don't wanna go on this date. Like, I feel like Milotic is just speed dating right now. Alright, she's in here, she's just waiting for her new mate. Swampert comes in, she's like, look, I don't want him. Sends out Lady, but this is the best matchup. Alright, we already know what Bella the Milotic is into, and she's into Lady the Houndoom. So Lady is still asleep during the date, and I get crit by the Scald, and it is like super close. I barely hang on, and this is kind of where, this is the wire right here. This is the epic showdown between Milotic and Houndoom, because if I don't wake up, I lose. But I do wake up, and I get the Flamethrower, and it is a beautiful day. So Milotic goes down, and I know that once Milotic's down, then this game is pretty much in the bag. I mean, it pretty much is, except for this Girder. Okay, this Girder is actually really scary. It has the opportunity to completely destroy my entire team, but I'm not gonna let it. So I sent out Fun Guy. He's gonna Mach Punch. Fun Guy's gonna take that without a doubt. But honestly, he could go for Drain Punches enough to probably beat this guy. So he's gonna send a Ragnarok, the Gudra, and expecting the Spore. But I once again go for the Sludge Bomb, expecting him to expect the Spore. I did my predictions this game were pretty spot on, except for the Milotic with the Recover. That one was kind of bad on my part. He goes for the Ice Beam though, and of course I just let myself take it because I do want to get a clean switch into I believe Swampert. Yeah, so I switch into Swampert, and I go for the Ice Punch here, and it's gonna pretty much kill him. I actually was surprised that he went first because I think I am speed invested. So I go for the Ice Punch though, doesn't really matter, takes him out. Awesome, Goodra's down, and I believe his last Pokemon is Girder. Now, Girder is going to hit me with that Mach Punch, or I think it's a Drain Punch. I believe it's a Drain Punch, and he's gonna get a lot of his HP back. So Girders are always really scary. Of course, Mach Punch. I feel like every time I bring Mega Swampert, he dies to a Mach Punch. It's really depressing. But I send out Nightlight, and I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower or the Fire Blast here. Or no, I don't go for the Fire Blast because I'm like, okay, this can miss. If I missed that Fire Blast, this would have been game over. So I go ahead and go for that Shadow Ball to win the game. So thank you very much, Luke. I appreciate it. If you guys like this battle and you guys want to see more, I'm sorry that one was a little bit longer than usual. Go ahead and subscribe and like the video, and go ahead and let me know what you guys like more. Do you guys like live commentary more, or do you guys like these kind of like replays, commentaries? I'm not really sure which one to do. I like both of them, so go ahead and leave a comment down below what you prefer, and thank you guys very much. Have a good day. Bye. Alex hit me up on Twitter. He said he's not the best battler, but he wants to do an OU. He's gonna make a lot of mistakes. I said, dude, that's totally cool. Let's do it. I don't even care. Alright? But first off, Alex is a freaking liar because he's amazing at this game.